Hello and welcome back to another episode of the SXD Cricketer podcast with myself, Billy Roan, Alfie Taylor, and a big congratulations to the big man, Tyson Fury, for the latest victory, the World Heavyweight Champion. How are we doing?
Cheers, mate. Good, yeah. Nice to see Joshua get beat as well. It's always good.
Who you got next then, Tyson?
I've got to take on Usyk, haven't I? But we'll see.
Usyk.
Yeah.
Isn't that what you bowl? How have you been, Billy?
All good, mate. It's good to be back. It's good to be talking shit again with you boys. What's it been? 2 months?
It's been 2 months, mate. I keep seeing that direct debit come out for Buzzsprout and Zoom for you, and thought we better get back on it.
Yeah, I'll claim that back, mate. The taxpayer pays that. My $14.99 a month.
Can you claim that airline back as well?
I don't know, mate. I don't know. It's going back. I know that.
You got a bit of COVID, didn't you, Bill?
Yeah, I have, mate. Yeah, unfortunately, I'm stuck in the bedroom. New backdrop for tonight, where the magic happens.
Yeah. You feeling all right though, Bill?
I'm all right, mate. Yeah, fucking nothing.
I'm sure the listeners are happy to hear that. You're all right?
Yeah, that's it, mate. I'm all good.
Good.
Boys, it's obviously been a couple of months. I guess, Brownie, we can start with you because you probably are the only one that's done anything cricket related and actually enjoyed a bit of success. The Essex won the Division 2 or something like that. What's the celebration when you win Div 2 and no one's watching?
No, there was no real celebration, which was good. We were happy that we didn't celebrate that. You know, obviously not the division that we were meant to be in. Hopefully that'll change next year. Well, it will change. We're in Division 1, which is great. But we just celebrated like it was a normal end of the season, I suppose. Had a few beers. We had a barbecue for Tendo, him retiring, so that was nice.
Yeah, how was it?
Who was on the grill? Who was the grill master, Brownie?
Simon Harmer. Does everything.
Oh, yeah, the Bry.
Yeah.
No salads.
No salads, just all meat, pure meat.
Any vegan on there?
No vegan. No, Sid had gone, and so it was just all meat.
Just
biltong for nibbles.
Yeah, just pure beef. It was. It was good.
Brownie, that it's actually been that long since we spoke, but that game was over in a session, wasn't it?
It was a ridiculous game.
Good.
It nipped about a bit, but I think the season was done, wasn't it? Like at that sort of stage, you know, we won the toss on the nibbler, and it went all over.
I'm having a little bit of a flashback here. I seem to remember you going at a strike rate of about 150.
Big time, Alf.
Do you see that, Bill? He was absolutely motoring.
Nah, mate, I don't know what you're talking about. What's going on with this?
The county championship game, last game of the season, Essex got 130 and won by an innings and 129 runs, I think.
Yeah, it was bizarre.
Good game. You get involved, Brownie?
I didn't know. No, it was over too quick, Bill, unfortunately. I know. Normally last game years when you can turn your old arm over as well.
Didn't the chef have a trundle?
He had a bowl the week before at the Oval, yeah.
And the Bob Willis come back. I remember that.
Yeah, they did, yeah.
Very homage to the big man, didn't he?
Yeah, it was quite funny.
What's the end of season bash look like, Brownie? Did you have an awards night? Is there some sort of ceremony for Tendo or?
Yeah, the club put on like a little like this barbecue, and Harmer cooked. So all the office staff and everyone at the ground came with families, so that was really nice. What else happened? Then we stayed on. Us boys stayed on, let the families go home, and we had like a fine session in the dressing rooms. So no, that was wicked fun. Yeah.
Any fines of note to call anyone out? Any disrespect for the fines master?
No, because Anthony McGrath's the fines master, and you can't really slag him off as being the coach, but he will chuck some drinks down your throat if you're rude to him. So yeah.
Bill, you were right in a fine session, weren't you?
What's that, mate?
You were right in a fine session. You got away with it, didn't you?
When?
No, just in general.
I don't know, mate. I was usually the fines master, I think. It's been a while, mate. See, I'm long retired now. We're talking like 9 years So I've been around that sort of changing room environment. But from what I can remember, I was usually the fines master.
What do you mean? You had a dip in the Sunday bees, didn't you, this year?
I did, yeah, you're right. You're right. I did, yeah. Maybe I should be fined for that, actually.
I am just quickly whilst I remember, I wrote this down a couple of months ago because it was the last game of the season, and in club cricket you see some rare shit, but I just thought you boys would appreciate this. I was batting, not for long, but I was out there, and one of the boys in our team, he's a big boy, and when he gets older, you know about it. And this is one of the rarest things I've ever seen. And usually I wouldn't say it because it will go to his head, but he has hit this geezer, right, into win for this. It's 100-meter six, without a doubt. Run at him, hit him for 100-meter six. And as it's halfway in the air, he's gone year one. It's hit a house on the fall 2 roads away. I've never seen anyone like that. That's fucking brilliant. The bowler lost it.
How many runs did he get though?
I actually think he hit another one a little bit further, but he got about 40 odd classic off about 20 balls, and spoke about it. Well, he stopped talking about it last week. And one more thing, actually, that was in the first innings, and in the second innings, we have an opening bowler who had hurt his foot in the first innings. I think he tried to play a ramp shot, he hurt his toe or something, and he genuinely asked us if he could bowl in sliders. Bearing in mind, this is a league game at the end of the it is the end of the year, but he came out to field with a fucking slider on his front foot, and he said, "Would this be all right?"
What cunt?
Exactly. To be fair, though, can go either way though, because at least he wanted to have a go. But he was and he comes in off the long run as well, 20-yarder in the slider.
Who was it? Is it one of the newer boys?
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Ridiculous.
Have you seen anything like that, Brownie? He wanted us to tape his slider to his hoof.
I would have done it, mate. I would have done it. And I would have done it with extra strong gaffer tape, yeah, and taking away all the pairs of scissors, going, so go on, mate, fuck off home now. Pass home. No.
Oh, fucking hell. So, Phil, you must have seen something similar. I've seen people take their jumpers off and bowl in vests.
No, I've seen playing years ago in Basildon, which is a proper fucking shabby part of Essex. Geezer had cut his, it was a hot day, and he cut his sleeves off his top, bowled in a fucking tank top, cricket top. He weren't wearing sliders though. No,
I'm almost certain you've gone out to field in like MS Stoney style vest, but no shirt on underneath.
Nah, that's it.
I'd love to see that.
Have you seen his tattoo, Brownie, as well?
I might have done. Actually.
Bill, what about your tattoo? You definitely have done it without. I've seen it a second slip.
Well, it might have done back in the day. Might have done.
Talk us through your tattoo, Bill. Everyone wants to know.
Don't need to go. It's a cricket podcast, mate. Cricket podcast.
Brownie, you started winter nets yet?
No, not yet. We're back in a couple of weeks, but it's all
a bit early, isn't it?
Yeah, it's all fitness now. It's rubbish up until Christmas. It's just running and gym and yoga and all that shit.
You had a blowout, Brownie.
Yeah, I've had a good October. Yeah, I've had a good October.
Talk me through what a session or an evening meal, one of your most savage evening meals.
Yeah, we had fun. Obviously, with the lads for a few days after the season. Had a nice quiet trip to Corfu to settle down for a week or so.
Yeah. What's your record? Beers?
Only a couple, Bill. Keep my head down.
Back off.
Brownie, who's blown out the most over the last month or so? Because I saw Michael Pepper a few weeks ago, and he looks like he swallowed a keg.
It can happen.
Happens to the vet, but he's right. He's back in the sauna now, and
yeah, so you got to sweat it out. The liquid weight. So I'm back on it now, Bill. I've just back on running this week, so
good man.
I'm gonna have to lose it. Gonna have to lose it all again now.
Do you have a pre-season trip, Brownie, or has that changed a bit because of COVID?
Yeah, I think we've got one in March to Dubai, so that should be good. So yeah, pretty much now, mate. We're 2 weeks. We got the fitness stuff, and then the new year we start winter nets indoors.
And when do you get your new kit? Because Billy will be desperate to know when you get a new kit.
Any changes of sponsors, Brownie?
Not as yet. Hopefully, Gray Nichols keep me on. I don't know what's going on, but hopefully.
Who would you go with, Brownie?
You go with
Brownie, Brownie, who would you go with, bat sponsor, if you had to leave Grey Nicks? Obviously, you never will.
I don't know. Lonsdale, boxing gloves.
What about bat sponsor?
I don't know, mate.
Should we pick one for him, Bill, if he can't pick?
Please
What's
do.
the fucking Aero? You're wearing them pads, mate. Aero.
I might have to.
What's
have
the
to
worst?
keep nicking off.
What's the worst bat sponsor you've seen?
Oh, God.
I think Kipax is shite.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I see. Remember Brian Lara's own brand?
Oh, yeah. Brilliant, that.
You score
I think Sparta's shit as well.
I reckon I had one of them. Right on a Brian Lara's once.
The
What
375.
else, Bill, do you remember the vampire?
The vampire, yeah, they're
Best
pretty bad
vampire.
stickers.
The vampire. What else was there?
Ashley Mamla.
There was.
Yeah.
What's that brand that one of the West Indian lads used to use at our club? Smasher.
Smasher.
Yeah, that's pretty bad, isn't it?
Centurion.
Yeah. So all of those brands are just. I don't know any of the newer shit.
Dukes.
Dukes can't be going anymore.
Wait, I'll tell you, this is a classic, right? You know, remember the 1999 World Cup, right? Eh?
Me and Brownie were born in 1990, so I don't think so.
Oh, well, you remember the 1999 World Cup, right?
Oh,
where it was over in England. Remember?
Yeah,
it?
yeah.
Right? I met the geezer, yeah, who I cut his hair funny enough. His job, right, was to spray Sachin Tendulkar's pads blue. Morant.
Well, at Morant.
No. So you know, you won't remember this. Morant.
Yeah, because Morant, used to do his pads, didn't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what those the sofa ones?
Yeah, because they were made of foam, right? This geezer used to spray cars. Yeah, they had to use this special shit to spray his pads because it just kept. It was like a sponge. Just kept getting sprayed and wouldn't cover. That's his claim to fame. He said, I had to spray this geezer's pads, like about 10 pairs of them. Oh, what's his name? Foreign fella.
Sachin Tendulkar.
What's Sachin Tendulkar? Yeah, that sounds like it.
Brownie, Bill, have you ever sprayed or painted your pads? Because I remember back in the day, right? It weren't even that long. I think they were a pair of Kookaburras. And you remember, like the test players, they'd have sponsors on one pad and not the other. So I Tipex out one of my pads and left the other one.
Yeah, but I'll tell you what though, like there was a stage probably about, maybe 10, 11 years ago where they just kept putting fucking squiggles and bits of colour on it. And I just like a nice plain white pair of pads.
Yeah.
So so you've done it wrong, Ad. You've got to get nail polish remover. And it comes off.
Yeah, well, I wish I'd have known that at the time, Bill. What's the best pair of pads you've owned there, Bill?
You know what I used to enjoy, Alf? It's like, you know when you played in the like threes and fours and the old boy came in and got pads at 20 years old and they've got, and even their boots, they painted them white. I love that. I used to love that.
The best bit of old kit for nostalgia is the coffin. If someone rocks up to your dressing room with a coffin,
he's played a bit of cricket. That fella
played a bit of cricket, yeah.
But one of the most poorly designed bits of kit going, like uncomfortable to carry, don't tend to fit that much stuff in, don't fit in your car. Yeah, it's an absolute shocker.
Keep your bat safe though. You can't step on it and spike your bat, so it keeps that safe, doesn't it?
Yeah, fair enough. But 9 times out of 10, you can't fit your bat in. Put your pads in and your shoes. That's it. Your box. That won't fit in.
Rare bit of kit.
Branny, you ever had a coffin?
Nah. Still a bit before my time, that, bro.
What you got now then? Do Essex have their own bags?
Yeah, they're big bags. They're sort of same size as the coffin. They're quite big.
I reckon
Um,
you could bring the coffin back, Brownie. I
Yeah,
think that'd be elite if you rocked up. People go, Brownie, he's got his coffin. And then you could, well, I don't know whether it'd sell, but there'd be a few people buy it off the back of you having it, I reckon.
yeah. It could come back, the coffin. You never know, could you?
Mate, I bet
do you
there's a few on
reckon?
Depop, Bill.
Should we bring one out?
I'd have the coffin in my front room as a coffee table.
Yeah, it'd actually look all right, wouldn't it?
Put a bit of perspex over the top of it.
Pair of smelly inners.
Yeah, that's it, done. We're away.
Brownie, when nets start in a couple of, or whenever you're going to do it, probably in a few weeks' time. And Bill, you can answer this question too. Do we have any advice, right?
Thanks, mate.
For our listeners who are going to be starting winter nets? What about etiquette in the nets? Like, what can you and what can't you do? And what like screams fucking fifth teamer? Where like there's always something, isn't there? Like rocking up in black shoes for starters.
Nah. What screams fifth teamer? Fucking amateur. Fucking special new ball.
No ball.
Or new ball. Don't bring a new ball to the nets, mate.
And it ain't a Jukes either, is it? It's a
fucking
slaz.
Yeah.
My Ash.
Or they've been on fucking Amazon.
I remember having to go to indoor nets, like having to go, or getting dropped with my old man. Yeah, having to go.
Right, big
getting dropped like by my old man to like winter nets and that, and going in your whites.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
This is sad. And you have to like you pop to the shop afterwards or something or before, and you're like walking around in your whites. So I used to have a change of clothes, but have to put your whites on, didn't you, in them days? But it's gone now, isn't it? So if someone rocks up to adult nets in your whites,
yeah, you got bouncing.
Adult nets in your white, you got to check the geezers.
Get that 15ers new ball, go around the wicket and bounce him.
you got to send him out. You got to send him home.
I love a beamer.
No, bouncing, Brownie.
Bill, I love a beamer in those nets. At Chinkford's, where Billy used to play and I play, we've got some indoor nets there, and it's tight. It's like
but you ain't bowling a beamer, mate. I've never seen a beamer bowled.
Malinga can bowl a beamer in there, and that's about it.
You've got to thread the eye of a needle, mate, to bowl a beamer in them nets. The ceiling's so low. Yeah, you have to have that slingy action, yeah, and the ball almost has to take off for it to be a good beamer and take the geezers off. You can bowl like a midriff beamer, yeah, but a proper beamer that's going to pin you. But sometimes you have to thread the eye of a needle.
Sometimes the midriff beamer's worse. That's how you know someone, like a new bloke rocks up or girl, and then they tell you they bowl fast.
Very 2021 now. Thank you, mate.
But they tell you they bowl fast and played, I don't know, for some fucking country's under 19 side, and they bowl with a new ball. And they bowl off 18 yards and just bowl a flat one at you. And you just think, hang on. Oh, and then hit the side net, then bowl you a Jaffa. That's how you know you're fucking... But one of my pet hates, right, is someone who fucking hits the ball back. You know, like when you're batting.
Hey, you used to do that for fun, mate.
No, not hit the ball back when they bowl at you. As in, like when you leave it or whatever, instead of picking it up and throwing it to
yeah.
Someone who fucking smashes it back and it hits the side net. Those people can fucking...
Yeah, that's me.
In my
opinion.
That's me. Yeah, you used to do the no look.
Me, yeah. I'm bending down, mate. I'm bigging it up.
If you're physically not able, like you, Bill, I don't mind. But when someone fucking...
I'm Ganguly, mate. I don't pick balls up. Unless you've got me out, I'll respect you by picking it up and giving it back to you.
Does that happen a bit, Brownie, at Essex? What's the net etiquette like?
Nah, everyone's generally pretty good. It's normally if it's in your half, you have to pick it up. So if it goes past that sort of middle pole, then the coach has to get it. And if it's on my half, then I've got to get it.
Any good battles, Brownie, like over the years? I know, like we've spoken about it before. Like Tamar was pretty difficult to face in those nets. And we've had a few quickies who just bowl short in there, and it ain't fun.
Well, like I said before with Tamar, it was just disgusting. Yeah, beamers, bouncers.
Well, because he's erratic now. Sure he's 30, and this is when he was 15 and just picked up a cricket ball.
And he was rapid then as well. He was quicker then than he is now. I don't know if I've said it on here before, but I think I have I? I said that there was a school coming at Chelmsford and he just bowled fucking faster and faster. Oh, minging. Who else? Like Sam Cooke, actually, I was going to say hats off to him.
Yeah, congratulations.
Guest of the show, getting on the England Lions tour. Happy for him there. So he's obviously always.
Oh, did he go? I didn't think he got. Has he just been called up? Has he?
Yeah, he did. He didn't get on to start with, and he's just been called up.
Who's pulled out?
Well, no one. So no one's been pulled out. So
I think
I'm
he's just on one of those shit, we forgot to pick him list, and it was so obvious that he should have gone. That I think
there was a bit of an uproar, wasn't there, on Twitter about people went a bit mad saying why is he not there. So hopefully that's helped.
Yeah.
Oh, good on him.
Yeah. So good on him. But he's obviously horrible to face indoors and outdoors. He's minging.
Who's the easiest to face, Brownie?
Easiest to face.
You know, like when everyone has someone at their club, right? When they think you can breathe, as soon as they let go of it, breathe.
Score the runs now.
Call someone out, Brownie.
Do you know? Obviously, indoors it don't spin, so all the spinners you can just have a dip, can't you?
Yeah. And the odd one just take your hand off the bat to make it look like they've done a bit to keep them on.
Yeah,
interested.
Yeah.
Bill, you used to be all right with a new ball in the nets. Not the new ball, the 5 over old ball.
No, I used to be a good ball shiner. Just work on the ball for half hour.
Did you just stand around? Back?
Oh, mate, you can hear it picking the seam from a mile away.
You got to rip the seam. Yeah, you got to listen. The nets are flat. You got to get every advantage going. So you got to lift the seam up a little bit. You know, sandpaper one side down. Just try and get every little bit of advantage.
Bill, you would have been one of them arseholes, wouldn't you? Because you're a keeper, you would have just had your hit fucked off.
That's very true, Brady.
Everyone else would have bowled 30 overs.
I've not bowled a lot in the nets because what I usually do is have my bat and go home. Yeah.
Do you know what I always
sit in the bar?
Bill, as a keeper, and Brownie, you're a keeper too, actually.
Sorry, Brownie.
Yeah, do you never find it weird, right? You know, like when a captain or someone who's running a net always tries to get the keeper involved. And in indoor nets, if you've got a load of slow bowlers bowling, you are not missing the ball. You're never going to miss it. No. The only way you miss it is by I don't know,
token leave. It's
little token leave. Yeah. So what are your thoughts on having the keeper down the other end?
No. I never bother.
I actually agree with you. Yeah, like they never touch the ball. They should never touch the ball.
But you feel like you should be giving them a game. So you.
The odd leave. Yeah,
the odd leave. The odd play and miss.
If we're talking about net etiquette, keeper, wait around after the nets, have a few throwdowns with someone, stand up to the stumps, no batsman, and then maybe get a batsman in with a stump. And that's your practice. Don't bother fucking keeping in the nets.
Yeah, I agree with you.
See what they're using now, Bill. You remember that old drill we used to do with the cones?
Mate, I tell you, me and you
we missed a trick there, didn't we? We missed a trick
there. God, we'd be millionaires now. We thought about this fucking about 15 years ago.
I love how technology hasn't changed as well. And literally the ECB have just stuck a load of cones to a stump.
What drill's this then?
You know,
one of my keeping drills for a game was to literally get one of them football cones.
Yeah.
Like that, and just geezer throw it underarm, geezer keep flicking it with the football cone.
The cone.
And now they've got like Al said, they've got a thin bat, and they've stuck a load of plastic on it and stuff. Yeah. But I'd go one step further. I'd get the old bristles on there, and I'd make it a proper thing.
Dusters.
yeah, definitely. Yeah, for the little fine ones.
Use that as a little sex toy in the change rooms afterwards, Bill.
That's it, yeah. Stick a dildo on the end of it. Yeah, a lot. A butt plug.
Boys, it's been a while, but England versus India, it was so nicely poised, wasn't it, for that final test? And they fucking bottled it and went home.
Right, I'm fucking fuming. Brownie, you obviously can't say too much about this, but
you're not.
I don't think I've ever been so angry, to wake up on the morning of a game to find out that those cunts, have decided that they are scared to play because they don't want to contract COVID, yeah, right? Because they've got young families and all that. And the best thing would be to not play the game, right? When they carried on playing that fucking IPL for about 10 days, when they had people dying on the streets, yeah, they were taking up all the fucking lavish hotels, all the staff there, while they were playing their IPL, while people were dying on the streets, but they weren't worried about contracting COVID then, yeah? The day after they, I think it was the second scheduled day of the test match, all them bastards were on the fucking chartered flights back to fucking go and play in the IPL. Absolutely, it's not on. And then the fucking weasels, the worst people in this, the ECB, right? The fucking brown-nosed weasels, yeah? Oh, India have been exemplary tourists. Hold on, they've just fucking lost Old Trafford, yeah? Millions of pounds of revenue. All them poor little food vendors, yeah, that forked out for all the fresh food, yeah? They ain't going to get that back, yeah? And Old Trafford's a hospitality-run, or Lancashire Cricket Club is a hospitality-run business, yeah? They've missed out. And the fact that they weren't even going to get a test match this year, it's just the fact that India are coming back is they've now been given a test match. So, like, it's fucking bullshit. And then the fucking ECB are saying they've been exemplary tourists and they pulled out the morning of a test match. They caused a fight in the long room, yeah? They had Bumrah bowling no balls on purpose. Kohli was fucking saying all sorts out in the middle of the pitch, yeah?
You're right, Bill.
Bill, that is one of the best rants I've ever heard.
I'll tell you what, it makes that
sensational.
cucumber that I launched to that little bastard's head, yeah, him in the head, Nottingham, all the more sweeter.
Got anything to add to that, Brownie?
Well,
I think he's covered it all, mate. That is one of the great.
I'll tell you what the ECB done to wind me up even more, right? We bought some tickets, yeah. As always, we bought a load of tickets for next year for South Africa, England, Edgbaston. ECB turn around and go, no, sorry, mate, South Africa's been moved to Old Trafford. Your tickets are now valid for England v India at Edgbaston 6 weeks earlier. No thanks, mate. No,
yeah, that's a fucking liberty, wasn't it?
Do you know what I mean?
Are we going to that?
How do they think when I bought tickets, yeah, to go and watch South Africa play in August, end of August, and then say, no, your tickets are now valid for July, which is, for me, is fine, but for a lot of other people, it's not during, it's during school time, yeah, term time. Oh, yeah, it's fine. Your tickets are valid then. I don't want to go and watch India.
Yeah.
So what are your final words to the ECB, Bill?
Well, all their faces look browner than mine, mate. They've been firmly wedged up the BCCI's arse. Yeah, Ravi Shastri's arse.
Well, how about his book launch? His book launch was the night before, wasn't it?
Went well though, didn't it, Brownie? Sold 1 million copies.
Who's
They all
book
got
launch?
it. Ravi
Ravi
Shastri,
Shastri.
wasn't it? They all went to that the night before, and then they called it off the next morning. Fucking
joking?
unbelievable.
No, I thought you'd be all over that, Bill.
No, well, there you go. It says it all, doesn't it? And then that fucking, is it Tom Harrison, Brownie, chairman of ECB?
Not sure
Comes
now.
out like
Kids
the little
change it,
weasel
doesn't it?
worm he is, right? Oh, well, they've been exemplary tourists. I've got nothing but respect for them. Fuck off, mate. You're going to pay all them bills that people have lost out on.
I think
don't
you're
want to go and
spot
watch
on, Bill.
India.
I don't want to go and watch that game either. What is
Fucking
the score?
IPL.
What is the score in
What?
that series? Is it 2-2?
Who cares? Who cares?
Oh, no, it's 2-1.
Yeah, it was 2. In what
IPL as
series?
well. You kidding me?
Oh,
That
yeah.
was one of the worst ones. Not that I watched it, but pathetic tournament. Oh, Mo and Ali shows up though. Mo and Ali shows up and wins the final. That just shows how crap it is, doesn't it? You know what I mean?
Did you watch any of it? Bill?
I need to hydrate. Fucking my throat's gonna crumble.
You got COVID as well, Bill. You got to take it easy.
My GP said, just calm down. You got COVID, just calm down.
Not that you're going to want to answer this, but is there any other way we can settle this series?
I'll tell you something.
Go on.
Don't
Go
go.
on.
Can't play no more cricket in Dubai. It's one of the worst places in the world. I'd rather play at Peter May.
But anyone who don't know where
You
Peter
joking?
May is, it is the biggest dog shit park. It's on a 45-degree angle, and there are fucking Pringle bottles, heroin needles, all sorts. They ain't got a scoreboard.
Hey, that shit
I
is
agree.
in Dubai.
The World Cup has been rubbish, isn't it? Apart from
Yeah,
the
but
last
Brandy-
couple of games, actually.
Brandy,
Slow
this proves
wickets
my
and
point,
big grounds.
right?
Shit to watch.
With about 10 people in there.
Yeah, I agree.
And also,
You know, everyone was fucking getting hard-ons about, in India, Pakistan. There was about fucking 1,000 people in there. Yeah, Shaheen Afridi looked good, bowled well. But come on, let's all like calm down a little bit. Like the atmosphere there. I couldn't hear myself. I couldn't hear myself. I think there's about fucking 3,000 people there.
the ground's massive as well. They're fucking huge.
Echoes, mate. It echoes.
The also the Jew like playing a massive factor in it. It just seems like whoever. I don't know. It hasn't been that exciting.
When 150 is a big score, mate.
Yeah,
like
I
shit
agree.
Cricket. To be fair,
Like-
2020 is shit cricket, though. We were
Yeah,
having
what-
this conversation off air, yeah? When Josh Butler's the 18th ranked best fucking 2020 player, there's something wrong in there.
Shall I rattle off the top 5 batsmen?
Go on.
David Milan, number 1. Got
Shouldn't be in
Azam,
England squad.
Barbara Azam, Aidan Markram, Mohammed Rizwan, who deserves probably to be up there.
Mate, I'll tell you what, just while I remember, I watched a little bit of the Pakistan game. I had it on in the background, yeah. He looks the nuts, Rizwan. Seen his gloves?
Yeah.
They are.
Well, the green ones.
Yeah,
Yeah, naughty pair of gloves.
beautiful pair of gloves.
Well, lovely
Grey
hands.
Nicks.
Oh, yeah. Get on to them, yeah?
Yes, please, mate. If that's all right. Yeah, I'm not going to do nothing
nice.
with them.
He's got proper good shape up as well, Bill.
Mate, I like him. When I saw him over here last year, he's a good cricketer. He's a Test cricketer as well. I only respect Test cricketers. I ain't got no time for white ball cricketers, to be honest. Yeah. Like, and while we're on it as well, that West Indies lineup, are they having a laugh? Chris Gow, 56. Andre Russell, fucking 2 stone overweight, gets injured when he bowls 1 over. Yeah, probably about nearly
loves
40.
the roids as well, doesn't he, old Dre Russ?
So maybe that's why
mate.
he's getting
Like,
injured now.
Fucking Pollard, Dwayne Bravo, Viv Richards. Yeah, I think Richie Richardson's in there. What are they doing? What are they doing?
The cat. Where's the cat? Is he playing Clive Lloyd?
Lendl Simmons. Lendl Simmons is still there. And I'll tell you what, right? If I have to listen to, like when they do these 2020, like when the program starts, I've listened to a couple of podcasts previewing it and that. If I have to listen to that bit of commentary where Brathwaite, remember the name, I remember his name, but I don't remember him. He's a commentator now.
He ain't even
He
there.
don't do nothing.
He ain't even there.
Exactly. He's a commentator.
Whilst we're on the Windies, Bill, as our resident hairdresser, what are your thoughts on Hetmeyer's lid?
I don't know what's he done. I don't watch it. I not that I handpick. Like if it's on, I'll watch it. But if West Indies are on, I don't want to watch a load of 50-year-olds. If I wanted to go, I'll go and watch 15. 20. Do you know what I mean? Why do I want to go and watch a load of 50-year-olds? And then, like, I mean, what's even more ridiculous is like Chris Gow must be, what is he, 40 something now, yeah?
46, I think.
He's got, like, yeah, he phones up his boot manufacturer. Oh, mate, can you stitch on to my thing? I'm the world boss or something, yeah? Like, he's going, oh, mate, you want to turn in a little bit? You're like, fucking mid-40s now. You ain't done that for about 5 years. Like, turn it in, mate. I ain't saying that on. That's what I mean.
Bill, you fucking do the same thing and you're pretty much 40 odd. You've definitely done that with your wheels and you pay for them.
What are you talking about? The world boss. What's he called? The fucking...
The universal dross.
Exactly.
How good's Josh Butler though?
Jeez, what a ridiculous knock the other day, wasn't it?
Phenomenal.
Joke.
Unbelievable. On a shit heap. What a shocking wicket. Like, T20 needs people whacking it out of the park and they're playing in the UAE, which doesn't bounce above his shin.
Well, listen, there was nothing in it for the bowlers either.
No. Well,
it's just a graveyard, isn't it?
it just
It's
breaks
a shit
people's
hole.
backs, doesn't it?
Yeah, the
It's
amount of back of a length balls off the seamers that just smash the toe. That's the life out of the toe.
It's like bowling on a
But to
desert.
be fair, it takes that bit of class.
Oh, he was ridiculous.
You know, there's levels in the game. Yeah, you have people. I can't even think off the top of my head. But I'd say Hetmeyer or I can't think. Even fucking people like Glenn Maxwell. Yeah, 1 in 25s. Yeah, 1 in 20s.
Maxwell's never doing that, is he? I'm not being funny.
No, mate, he's not. No, he's not.
In the nets, they do it in the nets.
How many people are going, right, I need to get on with it now? What are they, 46 off 10 overs, England?
So,
Yeah.
53 off 11 or 12 or something. Yeah.
It's like, right, well, you've got to get on with it now. And he just soaked up the pressure and then just went whack, whack, and got us up to that score. It's unbelievable. How many people would just go, like, try and whack it, go straight up in the air, out? Oh, well, I tried, boys. Do you know what I mean? Like that.
Yeah, exactly. 2020 is littered with players like that. Littered. The IPL littered with players like that. 1 in 25s. Like, they have one day out, yeah, and that's them signed up to franchise for the next 5 years. Brathwaite's had one day out, isn't he?
Big day out.
Yeah.
Big day out, but that secured him an income for the next 6 years, mate.
Yeah, right.
That day out. That just shows how pathetic and how pony 2020 cricket is. Like, England win this. There's no real gratitude in it. There's no real, like, what an achievement. White ball, 50 over cricket, yeah, definitely. Like, it's got a bit of history to it. You know, there's a lot more of a mental application to it, technique wise, more tactics. Keep going on about tactics in 2020. There ain't no tactics, mate. Very little tactics. You just got to get your bowlers right. Use your bowlers right. That's it.
I'd argue
mate.
There's loads more tactics than there are in.
Explain it to me.
But every ball means so much more in 2020 cricket. You know,
but that's where your good bowlers come in.
Yeah, but you're going to always have young bowlers. You're always going to have
and that's where the class comes in.
I don't know whether I agree with you on that one, Bill.
No, fair enough, but that's just my opinion. Like, there's plenty of look how shit captain Virat Kohli is.
Yeah. I mean,
but then
India,
again,
it's quite funny, isn't it?
Shit, aren't they?
It's quite funny watching them. They're going out, aren't they? I'm not sure what the deal is, but they've probably got to win by some serious.
Yeah, they got to do something now, I think, to stay in, haven't they?
It's good. Who else have I stand out? You noticed anyone, Brownie, that sort of caught your eye? There's some fucking good
like that spin, the Sri Lankan guy who bowls that Mendes good. What's his name? Tiksana.
There's two. There's him.
He was good. He was a naughty
spinners
bowler.
are unreal though now, aren't they?
Yeah, spinners are good. It is UAE, isn't it? Like,
exactly.
It is hard to whack people out of the park.
Liam Livingstone bowled all right the other night. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I don't think Moeen Ali's gone for more than 6 and over in the whole thing. Right, and he's bowling the power plays. So we're going to win it, you reckon, or Pakistan are going to?
Oh, definitely. It'll be England, Pakistan, the standard. Like Pakistan on their day, yeah, they are a top side. Like I like them a lot. I like their team. I like that Shaheen Shah Afridi, good cricketer. I like Mohammed Rizwan, the keeper. Babar Azam's a quality player. I like that Hassan Ali, good cricketer. Test cricketers, though, that's what I'm saying. Like the core of their side are test players. Yeah,
some of those balls that Shaheen Afridi bowled, fucking hell.
Mate, he's
a serious cricketer,
mate.
Yeah.
He's only about 15 as well. Mate, they're a proper team, mate. Proper team. And look, listen, I give India a stick, yeah. England as well. They pulled out of Pakistan, and I might have only given 2020s, but equally as bad. So I don't think I'm just giving India a stick here. England's reasons, I thought it was purely security reasons, like New Zealand pulled out for, but they just pulled out because of bubble life. Like, let's have it right. You go to Pakistan, regardless of COVID, you ain't really leaving your hotel, are you? Anyway. You know what I mean? I don't understand why a bubble makes any difference.
I don't really know the ins and outs of it, but I'm sure there'd be fucking 20 people who'd want to go. like we beat. Who did we beat with our third ODI side?
Pakistan.
Yeah,
Was it
Like-
Pakistan?
I think I'm pretty sure it was, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it might have been. Can't remember now.
Right. Well,
Well, the Ashes is on, isn't
that's what I was going to say. Yeah, the 2020 World Cup. We
it?
really don't give a fuck.
No.
Yeah, the Ashes, boys. There's a couple of things here. Firstly, do we have any sort of chance whatsoever? What has got to happen? What stars have got to align for us even to win a test?
Joe Root, that's it. He's got to do something.
Nah, Brownie,
we're going to take 20
I'm
polls.
interested. I want to hear Brownie's honest opinion on this, and I want to hear some names. Yeah, I don't want to hear no, like I think we could do all that. I want to hear some names here, Brownie. Yeah. So, don't worry, Brad. I'm not going to rant on you. Right. So I look at that squad and I think pace. Yeah. Like Craig Overton, like I said, I mentioned on here before. I watched him in that 100 game, and that was other than the fact that school teacher took a wicket, yeah, and a catch, yeah. I said to my mates, I said, "Who the fuck's this gun bowling?" Yeah, like if I was the keeper, I'd be standing up to him. I looked over and I thought, "It's Craig Overton. He's just been called up to the test squad. I'm going home, boys. Going home." And I went home. I went out to the pub. Yeah, right. So I look at that team and think, right, Australia, the blueprint is there to win. We've seen it before. Like, you need pace, yeah? Or you need bowlers, tall, hit the deck bowlers, Tremlett, off the top of my head, even Bresnan to a certain extent got it up there in the last time we won over there.
Yeah.
Mark Wood's the only geezer who gets it above 85. Yeah,
he ain't going to play every
he ain't
test
playing
either,
5
is
test
he?
matches, mate.
Nah.
Nah. He'll play Brisbane. He won't play Adelaide. They're not going to have a Perth test match by the sounds of it. Yeah.
Right.
So, where's that leave? Melbourne. It's just a graveyard anyway. Sydney turns. Well, I don't know. They're dropping pitches now, aren't they? But Brownie, like, what seamers are there that you could have thrown into the hat who have got pace, who are going to hit? I think Robinson's going to bowl well over there. Yeah,
You got Robinson.
I think he's a Hazelwood type bowler. He's going to bowl well over there. Craig Overton's been over there. Not having him, to be fair. Mark Wood, yeah, I think he'll do well. Broad, Anderson won't play all the games. Broad, I think will always do well over in Australia. I don't know why Saqib Mahmood didn't go.
Is he not?
I don't know
Did
why
he not
Chris
go?
Wokes is there. No,
Saqib Mahmood didn't go.
no.
If you think of any bowler that like I don't understand how he can't go.
I think England's mentality is, or their way of thinking is, they don't want anyone making their debut in Australia.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
I think that's what they've got. That's what the squad looks like.
Yeah.
They haven't picked anyone uncapped, have they?
No,
Liam Livingstone.
Is Wokes going there?
Yeah. But that's before but Sam Curran's not going. So in terms of an all-round, and that's before Ben Stokes made himself available.
Yeah, that's right.
So
Brownie, hit me with some names. Hit me with some seamers.
It's just been able to take 20 wickets, like you say, Bill. Might be tough. Obviously, Anderson's he's still a gun, and he's not going to go for anything. Wood's got to play as much as possible. Obviously, no Archer either.
Stokes ain't going to play, surely. Stokes ain't going to bowl. He ain't even played a game in a year or whatever it's been.
He'll be all right, I'm sure. He's so naturally talented.
But Brownie, where's the pace? Where's the pace in county?
There's no pace.
Would you have you faced Saqib?
Yeah.
Good?
But yeah, good cricketer. The only thing I'd say is he's not like torn it up. Do you know what I mean? I know he gets a lot of plaudits, like on social medias and stuff like that. He's not like taking millions of polls where you go, okay, look, I know he bowls at Old Trafford, which is a turning deck and all that stuff and slow. But he's not averaging 14, 15. Do you know what I mean? He's not cleaned up. But
yeah, but they haven't taken Sam Cook. But probably averaging 20 in his career. Do you know what I mean? And there's a blueprint. Yeah, I don't think it really matters
Could his extra
About
pace be good there? I don't know.
Like
maybe.
you're looking at a type of cricketer that can play well in Australia, like David Milan. They've obviously looked at and brought him back, thinking he's the type of player to score runs in Australia. Yeah, I'll be astounded if Hasib Hamid plays in Australia, like playing at Brisbane with his hands that low, yeah, and that pigeon chest of his, yeah, he's going to get crushed. I like him. I really.
Who else is
like
going to
him.
open?
It's going to be like Deontay after fucking.
I think Zach. I think they want to bring Zach Crawley in because he's got a type of game, yeah, to suit back foot, quicker pitches.
Yeah, I wouldn't be against that either.
I really like Hasib Hamid, but I just don't see how with that technique, with those hands so low, didn't look like he was good off the back foot. On the offside, but pulling, hooking, not too sure.
Yeah. Do you know what? I think it's quite a big series for Burns. If England do well, then I think Burns has got to do well.
Yeah, definitely.
I
really like Burns.
I think
really
he's a good player.
Well,
I think if he has a good series, I reckon we could do all right. It's just whether we can take the wickets.
But do you really think we can take 20 wickets? I don't see how we do it. I honestly don't. Like, I look at Anderson, he ain't going to... to be fair, actually, aren't two of the games day-nighters? Or have I got that wrong?
I don't know, are they?
I think I read that somewhere. So if they are, then that does change it a little bit. Where
maybe it does. Yeah, then Wokes comes into the equation.
Well, like Jimmy will take 5 for them, but he ain't going to... He's not going to blast the team out in the first session, Jimmy.
Well, yeah, but you've got to make sure he bowls at night. If he bowls at lunchtime...
Yeah, I mean, that's all. He took 5 for last time we played a pink ball test, didn't he, over there? I can't remember where it was, but
Adelaide. It's always Adelaide, isn't it?
So maybe that changes it a bit, but I just broad.
Well, listen, like how we take 20 wickets, we've probably got to look at Australia. They haven't got who's going to open the batting with Warner. Broad's got Warner's number. I know Warner scores a lot of runs in Australia. Yeah,
mate, but Warner will just score like.
Will he though now?
But if not,
I don't think they're that settled, Alf.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying.
Have you not watched
the great Australian team?
Have you not seen the Shield scores that these guys have been churning out? Like,
I do get
all very well.
Labuschagne's going to score a fucking shitload of runs. Like Steve Smith ain't scored that many in a while, but it's Steve Smith like in Australia.
Yeah,
Tim Payne will probably top score.
How good was that?
He's about fucking 25.
How good was that?
Is he not learned as well? That comment about like the Ashes are happening, whether Joe Root comes or not. Like, what big man? Like, you are, mate.
What did he say, Brownie? What was the?
I can't remember what he said. What did he say?
He had a big nibble though, because it was.
He had a massive nibble.
If Joe Root scores 80 more runs than him in the first 2 tests, then he would have scored more runs this year than Tim Payne has in his Test career.
That's right. That's what they tweeted, didn't they? I think Barmy Army.
And he had a massive.
What did he say?
I don't know.
Has he not learned? Like the amount of times he fucked up. Just shut up, mate. Just shut up, big man.
He's had the job for 4 years now, something like that. It's actually outrageous how he's still their Test captain. It's just by default. He's accidentally fell into it. He's obviously a half decent bloke around the boys, and that's what that can get you across the line.
He's a good keeper, isn't he? He's a good keeper. But it's what I'm saying. Like, you look at the Australian team, you're probably going to look at Will Bukowski open with Warner, Labuschagne
He's just had another concussion, Bill.
You're joking?
One. No.
I'll say that, yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Well, I don't know who's going to open the batting then.
Khawaja just scored 100. Like, I'd be more
I can't
worried.
be bringing him back.
I would be more worried if he came
Harris? Harris, is he opening? He's done well, isn't he?
Harris does. Burns won't open, will he? They won't play him.
No, well, they haven't got an opener. They haven't got an opener. No, you can't play fucking Wade. Like, how that game clung on.
I think Wade.
Again, bit chirpy little fucker, isn't he? Like, you know what I mean? You know, he's got a good set of forearms on him, but mate, he's got he averages about fucking 15. Like, how he's playing in that 2020 side. What a shambles that 2020 side is.
I don't know. What I think he's good. I think he's good at 2020. Fucking wax it.
Well, he's probably ranked fucking in the ICC top 10.
Let's have it right though, Bill. They're the Australian.
What's his name? Chris Green. What's his name? Cameron Green.
Cameron Green. But the Aussie bowling attack. There's 20 wickets there. Where and that's the difference. Hazelwood.
Yeah.
Stark is
gun bowling attack.
Stark hasn't been at his best for a long time, but he will always take 3 wickets, even if he goes at like 5 runs and over, and he can always blast out the towel. And then you've got Cummins, who's averaging 20 odd. He's just unreal.
Joke, that geezer.
Agreed.
Joke.
So and Lyon, who's just, you know what you're going to get from him. He'll win you the odd game, and he'll hold up an end. So
yeah,
I don't really like their bowling attack's better than ours in those conditions, witithout a doubt.
Yeah,
by a long way.
It's better than a lot of bowling attacks. Cricket. India beat them.
India beat them, but they've also got 3 blokes who bowl 90 mile an hour and some fucking gritty, proper batsmen. If you want to look at how to win over there, look at India's last win over there. But they're definitely beatable, because you're right. It's not the best Aussie side you'll ever see, but it's still it could still be 5-0. It'd just be a tighter 5-0.
So really, you're looking at the England side going into Brisbane. Yeah, if I'm picking that team for Brisbane, I'm going Crawley, Burns, Milan, Root. Shootout for number 5. Or Stokes at number 5, then a shootout. A shootout between Pope, Diags. I don't know the other batsmen they took. But it's a shootout. I think take these warm-up games seriously. Yeah. Look at players. Dan's got a good record in Australia. You know, I think that's a reason why they picked him. He's got a good record over there. He scored a lot of runs against good Australian A sides. He's got ticker about him as well. Got a bit about him, bit of metal. Like you were saying, Alf, with the Indian lads, like showed a bit of ticker, bit of fight. I think Dan's got that in him. And then 7, you're looking at Butler, and then I think playing Stokes allows you to play Leach. Yeah, in that lineup.
You need a spin. You need a decent spin, or someone who can hold an end up over there, don't you?
Well, I suppose
at least.
I like Leach. I really like him. And it's obviously hard to get him in the side when you've got no all-rounder like Stokes in there. So I think that will allow Leach to play, which I think is a good option.
Yeah, I agree.
He's a good bowler, Leach. But the thing is, he hasn't fucking played cricket since like fucking 2018.
Yeah, I agree.
Is he?
He ain't. No.
You've played more than him in the last 3 years.
Exactly. I reckon I probably have. To be fair, if Billings gone, actually, Billings might have gone.
And they will try and whack him as well, Leach. And that's the tough thing about over there. You can get absolutely fucking pulverised, and especially if like Warner's in 40 not out, they'll
try and whack him. Yeah.
He'd love to have a dart there. And then I suppose, you've got your Woods, your Broad, and actually no, Ollie Robinson has to play, doesn't he?
Robinson plays every game, yeah. Robinson would, especially at Brisbane, Broad at Brisbane. Don't think I'd play Anderson at Brisbane. I'd play Broad, Wood.
What's the score going to be, boys? What's the score going to be?
I don't know. It's tough as well over in Australia with the amount of restrictions. They can't just nip out, I'd imagine, for a coffee. So they're going to be confined to their hotel rooms, I'd imagine.
Yeah, that's a tough tour, that one. They're heading out there.
I don't know.
Tomorrow, aren't they?
Yeah, it's I don't know.
I think it'll be a decent series.
I'd just love Root to get a fucking 900 runs, one of those Alistair Cook series, because he's had the best year. He's an unbelievable player, and he hasn't quite done it over there. So if he can get anywhere near the 800 runs mark, which is obviously a massive ask, then you give yourself an opportunity, don't you?
Yeah.
Like, there are some chinks in the Aussie armour, but I don't know, mate. It's It's quite.
Mate,
hard.
it'd be good watching. It's on BT Sport, though, isn't it?
Oh, is it?
Who are we going to have to listen to?
Probably fucking Vaughan.
Oh, I hope not. Oh, here we go.
Greg,
what
fucking
about
Greg James
Mikey
last time,
Holdings?
isn't
Mikey Holdings retired, Bill.
Has
Now
he?
another rant. Yeah, he's done.
Brilliant.
He-
Fucking brilliant.
That'll make you happy.
Has he really?
Yeah.
Oh, mate, that's made my week.
Hung up the microphone.
No, do you know, I'm genuinely buzzing about that.
I know you are.
I thought you'd be all over that, Bill. I thought you had his notifications on.
Nah, mate, you can fuck off to fucking Ascot or fucking Chepstow.
I thought you'd be happy with that, Bill.
Nah, fucking how did I not know that? Brilliant.
Right, so boys, just quickly on the Ashes, and let's give some predictions. I know it's miles out. We're going to do another podcast before then, hopefully. But
yeah, let's wait. Let's see.
Should we wait? Because there's always going to be something that gets chucked into the mix, isn't there? Like Bairstow nutted someone the last time they were over there. I think that.
I'll tell you what we should do. Right, first Test match, Brisbane. Yeah, let's do a live first hour.
Yeah, keen.
Yeah. Up for that, Branny?
Yeah, nice.
You ain't fucking doing much this winter, mate, are you?
Nice,
You got to get up for anything.
You got the yo-yo. You got the bleep test, hasn't he? The old yo-yo.
Yeah. No, I'm keen for that. It's good on it.
That's a very good idea. Right, let's move on to the questions then. We've got our first one from Ryan. Hopefully, people have get the reference and have seen this on Netflix. Hey guys, out of the current England Test squad, who do you think would win at Squid Game?
We all seen it.
And why? Have you seen Squid Game?
I have seen it. Yeah.
Right, let's go through it slowly then.
Who would win? Great question.
You've got to have.
He's ruthless.
It's got. I reckon Stokes. He's a good chance, isn't he?
No, I reckon Stokes would be the one that gets you to the final, and he would die on his sword.
Yeah, maybe.
You know, like when he goes through the glass at the end there.
Yeah.
Who's that horrible geezer with the fucking snake on his face? He's brilliant, that geezer. He's got to be a Bond villain. He's disgusting, isn't he?
Who's that then? Silverwood.
I know. Bairstow, probably. Bairstow's a good shout, actually. He's
You need someone who's a cheat.
Rare bloke.
Yeah, he's a cheat.
You need someone. I'll tell you what.
Broad would get there.
Yeah.
Broad would be up there.
Broad's a good shout.
Go on, Brownie. What were you going to say?
No, I was going to say, I reckon Tendo will win it, definitely, if it was the Essex dressing room. Well, he's done now, isn't he? But he'd definitely win it. He's a right cheat.
It's Tendo 101, is he? Is he the old
fella? Yes.
It'd be good. It would be good with the cutting out the shapes, Brownie.
No.
Alistair Cook would be good at that. Methodical.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, Cook's quite a good shout. Yeah.
Don't sweat either, which helped you on some of those games.
Yeah. He's cool as a cucumber, isn't he?
How do you reckon you'd go on that first mission, Brownie? You know, when the
red light, green light.
Red light, green light.
You got enough time to get there. You got
the shakes.
Brandy, surely.
Oh, it's got the shakes in October.
Surely, you got tomorrow morning. You got to go and see old Mags. Yeah, you got to go. Right, lads, let's bring all the nets up, right, in the indoor stall. Get some moody doll, and as your bleep test, you got to do the old red light, green light.
Phil, me and you stand up at the top with a couple of paintball guns.
Yeah, it's a great idea.
Brownie shaking because you ain't had a Stella.
That's a great
idea. Anyone else in the England squad or the Essex squad that would? Who do we think would be the worst? Straight out.
Who's a pussy? Moan Ali. Moan Ali. He'd run. He'd fail. So long.
You're not having him in the trenches with you then, Bill?
Definitely not, mate. Definitely not. Who else the trench dodger? In that England team. Who don't fancy it? I don't know, really.
I think they're all right. I think there's a few with. I think there's some good ticker in that side. Just
Dan wouldn't do very well, would he?
Nah,
he'd be blowing his nose on red light. He'll be like, oh, it's not coming out your nose.
Red light, green light, and he's flicking his nuts halfway through. He gets peppered, doesn't he?
He's there like that. He can give his nuts a little flick.
He's definitely one to push someone else over, though.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, and laugh.
Who's the one that would hold you up if you fell, Brownie? You'd have Mags, actually. Mags would hold you up, wouldn't he?
Oh, he couldn't hold me up, could he?
Brandy, what about the annoying woman? Who's that at Essex? You know, the annoying one who grabbed the old snake face and threw him off the bridge.
Yeah,
Oh,
Sorry,
yeah.
sorry for any. I apologise to anyone who ain't watched this. Spoilers.
If you get your spoiler from this podcast, you're struggling.
Alf, on the old bio of the thing, do Squid Game spoilers. Yeah. Squid Game spoilers.
Oh, fucking hell. Yeah, who's annoying, Brownie, on a night out or in the field? Someone who just fucking don't shut up.
And they think, oh, fuck.
And they're chat shit.
It's one of the great questions.
You don't have to answer it, Brownie. You're a good bloke.
No, we'll just say Ports, I reckon.
I was going to say Porter.
We'll just go Porter. Jamie Porter.
Easy option.
Easy option.
I reckon if you wanted to hide behind someone, it's Tall Paul, though, isn't it?
Tall Paul, yeah. Yeah, hide behind him in red
You
light.
could lay him down on that the walking across one.
Hold on, Brownie, quickly. What's Critchley like? Good lad?
I've not met him yet. I think he come down for his signing, and then he's gone back up to Durham and he's joining up with us in a couple of weeks, I think. I think it's a great signing. Yeah, I think it's a real good signing.
What's
Palmer
it do,
back
Brownie?
next year.
Palmer's back, yeah. So them two together will be brilliant.
What's he do? Is he a leg spinner?
Leg spinner, yeah.
And bats as well. He done well last year, didn't he?
Yeah, he scored 1,000 runs last year, batting at 5, I think, for Derby.
Did he get 40 wickets?
Yeah. I think it'll be a real good signing. I think, what is he, 25, I think? Spins it the other way to Harmy.
Right or left-handed bat, Brownie?
Right-handed bat. Comes at it hard. Looks to score. Yeah, good cricketer.
What's he going to get Brinton? Grand the game?
He's playing for Chingford, isn't he? We've signed him already.
Signed him at Chingford. Every club sniffing about.
Yeah. A couple of pints of Stella and some scampi fries. Ryan, I think we've answered your question. Sorry about anyone who ain't watched Squid Game yet.
Spoilers.
The next one is from our. He's an avid listener of this show. He absolutely loves it. Jay Miss. He sent in this question fucking ages ago on Twitter. He goes, "Good morning, afternoon, evening, gentlemen. I wrote this question to you while squatting over a toilet in a labour ward as I await the birth of my second child. I've spent the last couple of hours stealthily watching cricket on my phone. All was going well until I reached peak frustration at Shane Warne and muttered under my breath, 'Stop talking about the fucking 2005 Ashes,' which naturally rattled my struggling wife and the two midwives in the room. I've now, as a result of this situation, absolutely had enough of the 2005 Ashes and wish it never happened. Mostly because it gave Michael Vaughan a platform to speak absolute bollocks over the airwaves. Anyway, I'm interested to hear your opinions. P.S. Well batted, Brownie. Did you circuit in your grey Nick Spike later that night?" So this is how long ago that was.
This last year?
Yeah.
2018,
2017,
Derby.
Boys, first of all, big congratulations to James on the birth of his second child. Well done, mate.
Yeah, well done, James.
He obviously loved it. Sitting in the bogs watching the cricket. So let's answer the Grey Nicks first. Did you go out in the Grey Nicks, Brownie?
No, I didn't. I met my folks, had some dinner. No, I didn't go out in the Grey Nicks.
You could have just lied. What about the jock strap? The jock strap.
No, I think
Brownie,
I wore it
did you
the next day.
did you bag a new contract with Essex as well?
I've signed a new contract, a couple of years, which is good.
Go on then, Brownie.
So it's nice, got lucky
mate.
there, I
Good
think.
stuff.
Is that Red Bull only or?
it looks that way. It looks that way.
Critchley's taking your spot as well as another leg spinner.
I know.
Fuming.
Another one.
No,
another
Brownie's
one down
keeper, mate. He's keeper.
Keeper.
I know they haven't signed the reserve keeper, Essex.
No, I'm still there. Still training.
Boys, 2005 Ashes, have we had enough? He's right, isn't he? Let's be honest.
Do you know what? I don't think you could ever have enough of that 05 Ashes because it is an iconic series that will forever live in my memory, even though he makes a very, very valid point about Michael Vaughan. He loves the sound of his own voice, doesn't he, Vaughan? Although he does wind the Indian fans up, and that makes me laugh quite a bit, actually.
So, boys, if you could delete one thing, the 2005 Ashes from your memory on Michael Vaughan, what would it be?
No.
You can throw.
It does make me laugh whenever you watch these programs, right? You know, when they relive the Ashes and that, like you got to wonder whether like Vaughan like actually did these things because I remember him talking about when Peterson got that 150 at the Oval, right? He just got like pummeled by Brett Lee just before lunch, and Vaughan's gone. I just put my arm around KP and just gone. Just take him on. Just like,
take him on. Yeah.
And then he did that and he scored 150. And I think I don't know. Did you really say that?
Yeah.
There's a lot of mayo on those stories. But if you win the Ashes in that fashion, I suppose you can add the mayo. It don't matter. We'd all do the same thing, wouldn't we, Bill? Just like
definitely.
Like your hat trick, Bill.
Yeah.
Very true. Very true.
But to be fair, I think you're right, Phil. Like it's one of those series. Me and Brownie were probably 15, 15 years old, and
great series.
it was just I don't know, it's iconic, wasn't it? Really, like I remember everything about it. The woodworm kit, the McGrath falling over, Warney's lid, the rig, those shoes that had 400 written on them with they look bowling shoes, weren't they? They look like 10-pin bowling shoes. M-Power. Every time I see the M-Power, get the old shivers down my spine.
Yeah.
And the noise.
It's an iconic shirt as well.
You know what? You can never delete that that fucking Simon Jones to Michael Clark. That whoppadom. I don't know how to make that noise. Clearly, can't delete that, can you? So as much as I
I do get his point though. Like we do harp on about it a bit. Like, but if there's something I can delete from that series, maybe Ian Bell.
The Shermanator. But then we wouldn't have had the Shermanator, Bill.
It's very true. But do you know what used to wind me up about Ian Bell? Right, he used to wear that helmet strap with the chin thing.
Oh yeah,
he used to wear it
right at the front, didn't he?
Didn't he? Yeah, he used to irritate me.
Yeah.
I don't remember. He's never out there for long enough in that series. I don't remember.
Nah. Yeah, that can go.
I'll tell you who'd like to delete it. What's his name? Who's the number 4 for... Not number 4. Is he number 5? Damien Martin.
Oh, man, I love that geezer.
How many shockers did he have that
series? He had some bad ones.
Never moan, though. Never moan.
I don't know. What can you do? You'd have been all right with those decisions, Bill. Bill, you're right there. You've slowly got more and more horizontal.
No, COVID's hit me. COVID's got to me.
Anything else on that for Jameis?
No, I think done it there, I think.
Yeah, I don't know where you boys stand with it, and where do you boys stand on Vaughan?
Stand on his fucking head if he was in this room.
Yeah.
He's just a tosser, isn't he?
Not a big fan.
I don't think he believes, like, he's another one of these blokes who just says
wants to say relevant, I think, Alf.
Yeah, like it's literally to, I don't know, he's just one of those.
Who's best cricket pundit going?
I really, really like Key at the moment.
I like Rob Key.
Rob Key.
Yeah, Rob Key's good. Very good.
And he gets it. He's been in the dressing room with most of them, like Nasser and those guys. It's been a long time since they were in the sheds. And Key knows a lot.
Yeah, but Nasser talks a lot of sense. So does Atherton.
Yeah, he does. But you can't. It's good to have a mixture of both. Otherwise, it is a bit serious if you listen to fucking Nasser.
I'll tell you who's good. Dale Steyn.
Yeah.
Dale Steyn on this 2020.
Yeah.
Good lid as well.
What have you listened to Watson? I didn't even know it was him until like
Yeah,
3 games
he's
in.
not bad.
I did,
actually.
yeah. He was all right.
Hurts me to say, actually, he's a bit prick, isn't he? But
Why is he a prick?
he's prick, isn't he? Like never out, was he?
Loved the review, didn't he?
Love the review. DRS.
Yeah, he just thought he was the hardest man in the world. Like, just winds me up when people think they're really hard on a cricket. Like, end of the day, you're on a cricket pitch. Wearing white.
You are literally lying there on your back on a podcast with your double chin going, you look smart.
But why do you want to try and act like you ain't gonna do nothing, are you?
What'd be a good fight then, Bill? Who are the heavyweights, right? Obviously Tyson.
No one. They play cricket, don't they?
Yeah, but
they play cricket. They're not hard.
Who'd be a good fight then, though? Like out of the heavyweights from each over the last sort of 15 years. Do you reckon Graham Smith would be in there? He'd be a good one.
Oh yeah, the Saffers. The Saffers are tough boys, aren't they? Like obviously Stokes, we know he can handle himself. Yeah, I wouldn't fuck with. I reckon Callis has got a bit of John Wick about him, like just quietly, sort of like.
I reckon Richard Levy's a bit of a fucking journeyman, isn't he?
Listen, it'd be knackered, just like walking one step towards you.
I reckon Gal 40 years ago, when he was 27 or so, he'd been a good. He's a solid. Actually, he was a lot thinner back then, wasn't he? Wiley.
Gower?
No, fucking Chris Gower. Chris Gower, mate.
Oh, Chris Gower.
He's a big boy.
Yeah.
Have we got onto heavyweight cricket?
I don't know, Alf. I don't know.
Rowett. Yeah, I reckon you could use Rowett as a punching bag, Bill. A bit doughy.
Oh, he's a mess, isn't he? Rowett looks like me, mate. He looks like me, and I've eaten a fucking bag of flaming hot Watsits and not moved for 4 days, mate. Mess, mate.
Fuck's sake. Is that it, boys? Has anyone got anything else?
I've got nothing else to say.
After Billy's rant, I think.
Which one?
We know what's going to be used as a clip for this one.
Can I catch COVID more often?
Yeah, I think so.
You've definitely got the long stuff, mate. You've had it since you were fucking 16.
I was going to say, yeah. Very fucking different. I'm just moaning.
Should we actually fucking do another one of these soon? And
yeah, let's do one soon.
Get back in it. Well, Brownie ain't doing fuck all, and Billy's in quarantine, so it's all on me, isn't it? Really?
Not for much longer.
Bill, you're right. You're sinking, Bill.
Yeah, I know.
He's off. We'll let you go to sleep, Bill.
Right, everyone. I think that's it. Well, thanks for listening, and sorry we've been a while, but we'll get back on the horse here. I'm sure we're gonna have some great content next week. When don't know when's the final with this.
Boys, we've got no excuse now. We'll go weekly.
Yeah.
Just looking at my shirt.
You look like
Mr. My bald tweed.
Bill, Brownie, did you look like Mr. Potato Head?
He does, yeah.
You pulled that nose off, Bill.
I'll tell you what, right? If I'm still positive, come my quarantine period, I will shave everything off and do that pathetic Poirot tash that Ravi Shastri's got.
Okay, I'll enjoy that.
I'll do that.
You do it anyway. And the lid, can you go for the Ronaldo lid? Not Cristiano, the old Brazilian Ronaldo.
Oh, what, with just the fucking front? I would be, but that's the worst bit of my hair.
Yeah, you can't shave that off.
The reverse Ronaldo.
Yeah, I have to do it by my neck.
Righto, boys. Let's regroup in a week and hopefully we've got some more content. I'm sure we will.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Make sure you watch it.
We'll regroup and we'll come back stronger as a team.
We will. Boys. Cheers.
Cheers.
Nice one.